morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me this morning. It's good to see you out there, even though I can't see you. But I'm assuming if you're looking at this, you're probably doing okay. We're having a little bit of a hurricane, and here in Arizona, that's sort of unheard of. But it just reminds us to be humble for those who go through major hurricanes. We're being blessed with rain, and our state needs it real bad as well. So it's a good thing this morning. I hope you're all doing great. The last time we were together, we talked about documents and their importance in our lives and in our work. We talked about my great-grandpa Smalling and how he had enlisted, or how we located his enlisted records for military service. You're going to find so many documents out there. It's really amazing when you start looking for someone and searching what you can find. So this morning, I thought we would talk about some that are connected to the Choctaw Nation and to your search for your Native American heritage. As I told you, my great-grandpa Sam is Choctaw, and I'm Choctaw. But finding all those documents, putting all those pieces together, it literally took me years and years and years. And I was really grateful for DNA because even though it didn't define exactly what, I was able to do that through documentation, and it was very helpful for me. So a couple of things I came across that when you're finding documents through Ancestry work and going onto sites and stuff and doing some document search, I came across the roll record. I think I showed you this before. And on here you'll see my grandfather, Sam, his sister, Ozella, that I talked to you about, who I never got to meet. She was deaf. And Hampton Nichols. These children were on the rolls. The interesting and great information here is that it also lists my great-great-grandmother, Josie, and my great-great-grandfather, Mac Nichols. Now, in there lies the problem, because those are probably like nicknames, or their names are not exactly that. It's been a real challenge to try to find them. I'm thinking that those two people were born in Mississippi, but I keep coming across people with names that are similar, but they're not them. But I am getting closer all the time, and that's one search I'll never give up on. Somewhere out there I'll find what I need. So that was the roll. That's where they were actually enrolled. And here, things used to have to go before courts and stuff. So these children ended up becoming a ward and were protected by somebody else because their parents were deceased. This record here comes from a judge, and it acknowledges and says, yes, you are who you are, Sam Nichols. You are a Choctaw, and you're entitled to the land allotment that is issued because of your Native American blood. These are treasures. I mean, if you find these things, hang on to them, because they'll lead you to other things. And like I said, you'll find names in here of people, you'll find places, and all of that helps you to connect your puzzle. So these are some really great documents. If you come across them, hang on to them, because they have a lot of good information for you. And so that's going to stop my document talk for you this morning. But what I thought I'd end with today is, I tell you, there's no mistakes when you're being creative. You just be creative and have some fun with it. So I had started an earring one day that I saw some colors of, and I wanted to try to make an earring. Well, it became this ginormous earring, and I really liked it, so I made it a necklace. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's really pretty. It's very primitive. I made my own little wire top to it, but it's a primitive piece. It's beautiful. And the thing is, I wear it once in a while, and I put on a little leather strap, but I want to perfect it a little bit. So what I want to do is make it so that this maybe holds still a little more and stands out. But it's just great fun to try, to paint, to sing, to do whatever you want to do in life. Don't let people stop you. In my search for my ancestors, one of the first things I had done was I wrote on a blog, a Choctaw Nation blog, and I got some very, not mean, but just negative come back, oh, you know, that's really hard for you to find, it's hard for you to prove, it's hard for you to do this, it's hard for you to do that. Well, you know what? Life's not easy. Things in life are kind of hard. This earth is a big old classroom, and we're all here in the same school. So I didn't give up, and I am so grateful that I did not give up, and that maybe what happened for me was those people pushed me. They made me want to continue on. I'm not going to ever tell you to give up. You keep going and you do what you got to do, because that's who we are. We should never quit. We should, when we quit, we should do it because we're done. We've hit where we want to go, and we want to go on to the next thing. But just enjoy the journey. Don't stress out about it. Don't let the naysayers tell you you can't do it. If I went for every time somebody told me I can't do something, well, quite frankly, I wouldn't be right here right this second talking to you, because really I shouldn't be doing that either, correct? So don't let anything stop you in life. It's up to us. It's our journey. Let's make it great. So thanks for listening this morning. I hope you learned a little bit something about the Choctaw roll, and the fact that even if you're on the roll, you may find other documents confirming you were on the roll and giving you permission for a land allotment or whatever it was back then that they did. We'll talk some more about some other documents when I find them. Please, please, please keep your families close. Watch your children. Be very aware of your surroundings. I know I harp on that, but there is so much meanness out there these days. You just can't let your guards down, and I have to remind myself of that too. I make my eye contact with people. I let them know I see them. I don't want to become a party to having to be a victim of something. I just don't want to have to do that, and I don't want to be in that position. It's terrifying. Like I said, I have a little bit of a law enforcement background, and those stories are very sad when they happen to people, so don't become one of them. Be aware, take care of your children, and stay close to each other. Remember, happy's a choice. A lot of negative people out there, and I always laugh because I always know when I do something wrong. Why? Because people always tell you, But you have to be happy, so be happy about yourself. You know when you do something right, even if people don't acknowledge that, you just keep going. Remember, your blood calls you, you go find it. And this I'm Native by Heart by Sean Shelton. It's Native by Heart Art by Sean Shelton. I'm on YouTube, so if you wouldn't mind going over to the subscribe button in the lower right hand part of it and hitting subscribe. It doesn't cost you any money, it just lets me know how I'm doing. If you have questions about looking up an ancestor or something, would you please let me know, or just let me know if you have any questions at all. And I'm really happy to be able to do this, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.